Anywho, so we are back with a deck from the wiggiest of Jiggies, my co-host of the Serum Visions podcast, Jiggy Wiggy, Arun Singh, with a 5-0 list that he just got the one and only Gabe Nassif, that's right, Yellow Hat, to play, and Yellow Hat subsequently immediately 5-0'd with it. So we're going to see if we can replicate that and replicate Jiggy's experience with it. So in classic Jiggy Wiggy fashion, this is the most greedy mid-range deck you are possibly ever going to see. And has some of just Modern's best and brightest and most powerful cards all in a big, beautiful, glorious pile. So the newest addition to this format that's been shaking up the aggro range is Ragavan, Nimble, Pilferer. So this is 1 red for a 2/1. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token and exile the top card of that player's library. Until end of turn, you may cast that card. It's also got dash for 1 in red. So this is essentially what Zergo Bellstriker always wishes that he was. So the best thing you can do with this card, in my opinion, is support it with removal and or counter magic. So you want an aggressive or tempo-oriented deck to support Ragavan. There's a few other ways you can do it. A grindy approach with Luris is good. But just especially playing a 60 card deck with 4 of them is definitely ideal, because having this on turn 1 is just a totally different experience than any other turn. Jiggy has surrounded this with some of his favorite cards. So he's got Mox Amber along with Wrenn and Six and Teferi, all just incredibly powerful cards in the format. 4 Omnath, Locus of Creation, 4 Stoneforge Mystic, Noble Hierarchs, Lightning Bolts, and Prismatic Endings. So just all sorts of hyper powerful cards. We've got old favorite Batterskull, and Sword of War and Peace is a card that most people are not super familiar with. So it's a 3 mana sword. As you can guess, it gets protection from white and red and +2/+2. But whenever enchanted or equipped creature deals damage to a player, Sword of War and Peace deals damage to that player equal to the number of cards in their hand, and then you gain 1 life for each card in your hand. I don't know. I was reading this the other day, and I was super tickled by the template that says you deal damage to that player equal to the number of cards in their hand, but in your case, you don't gain an amount of life equal to the number of cards in your hand. No. But you do gain 1 life for each card in your hand, which is... I don't know why they wrote it 2 different ways on the same card, but they did. And then we've got newcomer Kaldra Compleat. So this is a 7 mana living weapon with indestructible. So the equipment has indestructible. And then it gives its equipped creature +5/+5, first strike, trample, indestructible, haste. And whenever this creature deals combat damage to a creature, exile that creature. This is reminiscent of course, the sword, helm, and shield of Kaldra, which of course the creature is sort of wielding / made of in the art here. Most importantly about this is that Stoneforge Mystic now has a hyper proactive card to get. This thing ends games unbelievably fast. So there have been multiple Monkey Blade decks popping up. The combination of Ragavan and Stoneforge Mystic is very good for a number of reasons, but one of the biggest ones is just that they both very much demand removal pretty much immediately. This deck is then supporting that with other things that are, sort of non-negotiable must removes, and a number of removal spells itself that are just super useful. Prismatic Ending in this deck can hit things up to 5 CMC. So because you have access to every single color, first of all, 4 colors in your deck and the 5th color through Ragavan. And then we've got Wrenn and Six and Teferi Time Raveler here to get us through a lot of mid games. So yeah, let's go smash some people around with some of the best cards all in a big pile. That seems to be the thing to do here. The league I just played with an Urza Saga deck did not go obscenely well, but oh, good for you, Arun. Get out there, buddy. Have a good date. I'll post this one first, Jig. So as soon as I'm done, I'll have this uploading, and then I'll have this one go up tonight. So may Ragavan give you multiple turn 2 Omnaths. That's the dream. Yeah, Ragavan giving you treasure tokens is just completely obnoxious. That's crazy. Crazy. Join. Let's go. Playing Soul Strong on Verg. But we are also on Werg. On the draw. Not where we want to be with this deck, but that's okay. Here's my elk. Oh my god, no. Is it the mirror right away? Always lucky. Always lucky. Okay. Not a mirror. Uh-oh. Well, there goes my monkey. Monkey magic. Seems loud. It is. All right. Tap land. Go untap land on 2 if I want to. If I'm worried about my life total. Cage. Okay. Well, we're not playing... I don't think we're doing anything that this bothers. Why did the price of some fetches go up after a reprint? Doesn't make sense. So this is a frequent thing that comes up, Luke. So one of the interesting things is supply and demand, I guess. It seems to be that oftentimes less people buy into Modern than would do otherwise because there's a I can't play Teferi. I screwed up my mana because I was protecting my life total. Well, it'll probably be okay. I didn't need to play Teferi next turn anyway. I definitely have a big brain plan. Oh, buy the elk. We're gonna buy the elk next turn. That's what we're gonna do. Anyway, it might just be the market adjusting proactively to to anticipate the upcoming demand of we're against Lantern. That's what's happening. Yeah, the market adjusting proactively to the incoming demand for the cards. But I'm not entirely sure. Unless you mean some fetches as in some fetches in general. Because there were fetches that weren't reprinted in this set, right? So those ones would go up, right? Yeah, we're against Lantern. Oh. Yeah, they named Teferi. Well, we have Wrenn and Six and Lightning Bolts. Oh, we have Prismatic Ending too. Okay, this is not going to be so bad. Lightning Plains is the only plains worth playing. Don't at me. I have them in paper too. Not that that's impressive, but they are lovely. Field of Ruin. Okay, so Lantern's coming in next turn. But they don't have a bridge yet. Oops. It's fine. We'll end up going to discard this turn. It's okay. Okay. Oh, they milled themselves, and they milled a bridge. What? Why did it? I don't know. Oh, right. That's big. That's a big boy. I might be chump blocking this. Because Wrenn and Six ulting is definitely a path to victory for us. Well, we'll see. Top of my deck is Sword of War and Peace. Alright. Top of their deck is Lantern of Insight. Do I want to protect this Wrenn and Six? I really do. But because there's a Sword of War and Peace on top, I realistically can't. Well, there's a Grafdigger's Cage. Wrenn and Six doesn't matter, right? And I can't Teferi bounce the cage because Teferi's been Pithing Needled already. Gosh, they really set that up beautifully, really, like, just right off the bat. Inquisition on top of everything else. Wow, that's a good draw from the opponent. Okay, so we probably go land, fetch, cycle Triome, see what I can pick up. But they have a Pixis, so they can control a Pixis and a Codex Shredder. Man, we were just toast here. Oh yeah. I mean, unless what I shuffle into is like multiple cards all in a row that they want to shred. They don't want to shred this. So if I go to draw this, they're just going to let me have it. So that's not going to work. But I mean, there's no... They're milling the Wrenn and Six. All right. I mean, let me draw it, but yeah, okay. So couldn't get ahead of them there. They were on the play. They Inquisitioned my monkey, and then they just took me apart. So that's how she goes. Let's go game 2. Should have a bit of a better chance now. Certainly don't need all these bolts. Don't need all the stones. Well, I don't need Batterskull. Sword is probably okay. Kaldra is probably okay. As long as I'm able to attack, I'll be fine. Engineering explosives is fantastic. Wilt is good. Rest in Peace is fine, but it shuts off my Wrenn and Sixes. I don't think it does anything against them. No, not really. This is probably all we need to do. All right. Let's find a good opening hand. So Wyoming looks like the part of Dominaria that Odyssey's all about. Otaria. That's what it's called. Otaria. All right. Maybe should kick Magic Online after this one. It's acting up. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's the hand. Pretty good. Gonna go fetch Shock, Sacred Foundry, then Shock for Wrenn and Six. We're off to the races. Oh, yeah. All right. Jiggy's gone, but I'm going to play the sound clip anyway.
Yeah, I'm a monkey. Give this monkey what she wants.
All right. Take what you will. Wilt. Fair enough. Woo!
Some folk will never eat skunk, but then again, some folk will like Cletus, the slack-jawed yokel.
Feel the ruin, rats.
Hey, what's going on this side?
Well, like, when the monkey came out and people were starting to play it, I was like, oh, I know what the clip is. I know what the only clip that I would ever want to play for that moment is. I'm pleased. Pleased with how it came out. The vocal's working. Well, I heard it. I hope you guys did. That is correct, Larynx. Yeah. Maximum values. Yes, we are. No! All right. No maximized values. God, I love Magic. God, I hate Magic. All right, what am I doing here? I'm just putting a fetch land in my graveyard for... I have all my colors. I guess I'll get another green. I mean, I feel like I'm putting enough pressure on them that, like, we should be able to do something. But I mean, oh, good draw. Well, what clip do you use for that though, Tartan Scarf Man? Like, you stupid monkey. Like, what? You see what I mean? Like, what is the exact moment that is the funniest part of that applies to Ragavan doing Ragavan things? Is my question. This is a million monkeys working at a million typewriters. Soon they'll have created the greatest work of art has ever been seen. It was the best of times. It was the blurst of times. You stupid monkey. I guess you could just have Burns saying, you stupid monkey. That's pretty funny. But it's not as Ragavan-esque as your monkey going, oh yeah, I'm a monkey. Like, there's just some serious visceral satisfaction. Did you seriously just bring up the Super Mario Brothers movie here, Michael? I mean, not that it's a problem. So apparently I'm supposed to bring in Veil of Summer in this matchup. I guess it makes sense. It seems crazy to me. It's just such a reactive card. That seems like nonsense. But I guess it's correct. They played Inquisition, Abrupt Decay, Inquisition. Like... But I did like seeing in game 1 how they could pivot to beatdown. You mean game cutscenes, right? No, he does not. You need a mod? I'm a mod. What do you need? I don't think I want Mox Amber on the draw here. Now. Let's not be revisionists. The Super Mario movie does in fact exist. Unless you're what is yeah, it's a Super Mario Brothers movie, right? Yeah, I've seen pictures of like the posters for those, and they just sound awful. Just terrible ideas and terrible concepts. Okay, opponent mulls. No, sorry, keeps their 7, and I realistically can't keep this. That's just suicide. This is bad, but I mean, I'm gonna keep it. Well, thank you for the follow there. Helium Brompt of Freedom. That is name. That is a name. Okay. Well, that's a good draw. Well, good-ish. So we're on a very slow reactive hand here, but uh-oh. Well, I can wilt that. Ooh. That's fine. Okay. They're waffling on the shred. Yeah, I'll just fetch. It's fine. So let's just get blue-green. Ooh, Noble Hierarch. I would not like that at all, opponent. Don't let me draw it, please. Nice. Yeah, yeah, that deck is phenomenal. It's just awesome. The video of my challenge run should go up on my YouTube sometime this week, Helium Brompt of Freedom. So if you're interested in that, you can check out my YouTube here. There's already multiple challenges and leagues of that deck up there. And you can also find my Velo Machus Turns article, I think here. Oh, it's vertical, right? Yeah. There we go. You watched all the videos. Oh, okay, sorry. I just want people to have as much information on it as possible because it's awesome. I don't want this veil, but there's nothing I can do about it. Rats. So they drew an Assassin's Trophy. I guess I'm supposed to kill their Lantern? Or try to kill their Lantern? It's just kind of scary to do that when I don't have anything going on over here. Double Veil of Summer is so bad. I think I have to try to kill this because right now, as things stand, I'm just not doing anything. If they're land light, I would like to control their ability to find more. They have a trophy in their hand, so I can sort of port 2 of the mana, assuming that they find black mana. I can keep 2 of it ported as long as I have my Veil up. But of course, then they can use it proactively at my end steps, and then this game's gonna get all sorts of messed up. This game's already all sorts of messed up. Okay, so opponent draws Mishra's Bauble, and one of the cards in hand is Trophy. Okay, so they're just going for constructs here. I'm gonna shuffle away the Misty Rainforest that was on top of my deck. They can trophy me here if they want to. They won't, though. There's no way on the planet they trophy any of this. Just doesn't make any sense. Okay. They do look at my top with the bauble. Do they shred it? They do. It was a wilt. Gosh, that's so rude. That works. That works. Duh bears. Because I know they have a trophy in their hand, I actually can't play Omnath into a fetch land this turn, but that's fine. We just go red, white, blue, green, play Omnath. I can't fetch until they tap down. If they do, I'll go grab a green. That's an excellent draw that they don't know about. I don't know why I said it that way. All right. I'm going to get my green mana now. Still have the forest in my deck, too. Let's get Temple Garden. So I have Engineered Explosives, which is good on 1 or 0 right now. Probably going to go on 1, and their constructs will end up being really small, which is good. More constructs. Yep. Works for me. So I'm assuming they get a lantern here. Yep. Got Inquisition on top. Got a welding jar. Crap, they got a welding jar. That's awkward. Although I guess I get to kill their Codex Shredder or their lantern, so it's probably okay. The constructs get to stay in play. Woof. May I have this Wrenn and Six, please? I would like it ever so much. It's actually an interesting choice for their side. I don't know if they let me have this Wrenn and Six or not. Obviously, it's very good with Omnath, but I don't know how much they're supposed to care. And they want to shred for themselves. I'm pretty sure they don't want to Codex Shredder into the Veil of Summers they know are in my hand. So... No, they milled the Wrenn and Six. Oh, second EE. Ooh, they're not going to be happy about that one. What, Doctor? That's one heck of a... Oh, they sack the lantern for that. Good for you. You know what this game is about. Yes, you do. Well, there's not a lot of dead draws. That one's not the best. So I can go EE for 0, pop it. They keep 1 3/3 construct. Then I can dash Ragavan. And I still have Veil up. Okay. I think I like that. They didn't shuffle themselves. They still have an Inquisition on top that I'll get to cast. Okay. Yep. Okay. Well, I think I know their top of the deck. I think the top of their deck is Inquisition. I did this wrong. I should have used something else for the mana rather than having to have the Noble have it, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm a monkey. Give this monkey what she wants.
I'm pleased. Yep. What do you got going on? Show me. Ho 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 ho. Oh 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 oh. All right, so we took the Ancient Stirrings there. Bobble. All right, I know what they drew. Their hand is Push and Trophy. They do have a 4/4 construct, which is, but I have a 5/5 Omnath. Okay, we're probably just grabbing Jegantha from the sideboard. Smash! Omnath in attack mode. No blocks. Okay. I wonder if I should have played the Ragavan out normally. I kind of want double Veil up, like back-to-back Veils. So they want like land and bridge here. Saga's a good draw. They have one unknown. It's Codex Shredder. Okay. So once they get their lantern, that's gonna be something. They're almost dead, but gotta find something. That helps. Probably playing an extra Omnath this turn. And Jigantha. I think that makes sense. First we'll attack. The reason I'm playing the extra Omnath is drawing an extra card this turn and my one card draw next turn is a pretty big deal. I suppose there's the potential chance that they just go like double removal. I'll only have one Veil up, but if they go double removal, that means they can't make Oh no, they can still make the. They can still play a removal spell now. They know I have the Veil for the first one. Green, white, red, blue. All right. Do I want double Veil or do I want to play an Omnath? And if I play an Omnath, they have to Veil now and they have to Veil. They have to push on their turn. So I get to Veil one and then we probably end up winning that way anyway. So it's got to be blue, white. It's just that there's a couple of like very specific cards in our deck that really help us get out of this situation. And trying to get to them is pretty important. Like Prismatic Ending could end the game on the spot next turn. So I think they're supposed to at least spew... No? Okay. Mill me. They mill... Misty. Okay. Mill me. They mill... Hierarch. Okay. Didn't play a removal spell there. Okay. Going to chapter 2. They don't need to do this now. Ruling question. Can you crack a fetch in response to the legendary trigger so the incoming land triggers both Omnaths? No. The legend rule takes part as what are called state-based actions, and state-based actions literally happen before players get priority. They hang out. The state-based actions are like the refresh rate on a monitor. When the monitor is figuring out what comes up next, that's the state-based actions helping spit out the board state through the layers. So there's two major things that sort of determine the board state. The state-based actions that are taking place and the layers. Hopefully that made things less confusing rather than more confusing. I think this locks us up. We bounce a construct, we swing in with both. They have to take at least 4. No problem. That matchup seems miserable, rip. I'm not sure, but could be. Smiley face. Alrighty. 1-0, baby. Beat a great Moto Grinder on one of the good decks of the current era. And we're moving along. Supposed to kick my client here. Apologies. But that does mean I get to show you guys again this wonderful loading screen. My tinnitus! Actually, my tinnitus is going nuts. Oh, there it goes. And it's gone. You miss when legendaries could be used as a removal spell. Me too, Phoenix. I was regaling people with stories of my JSS Junior Super Series tournament win when I was young, and the deck I was playing relied on using my Umezawa's Jites to legend rule my opponent's Umezawa's Jites. Yeah, these queue times are have remained nutso. Come on, Q, help me out here. I'm only 1-0. There we go. Round dose. Fight. Alrighty. Desperado is my opponent. We have a solid control hand in my pile of A+ cards deck. So I'm gonna go keep this. Oh, Hera. Okay. Pretty sure I'm gonna go bolt into fetch for Wrenn and Six. We gotta find Omnath ASAP, but in the meantime, I want to stem the bleeding as much as possible. If they have a turn 2 Eidolon, I can remove it with Prismatic Ending instead of yeah. Or I could just play Stoneforge. No, killing the Eidolon is probably worthwhile. Why don't you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences so long now. No play. Batterskull just hops right into my hand. Just a friendly little Batterskull. It's okay. We're probably playing Stoneforge here, grabbing Sword of War and Peace. Because it has the word life gain on it. Hey, how you doing, Brian? You know, my Velomachus Turns deck got tweeted out by Channel Fireball today with a deck tech written by LSV. Pretty cool. Pretty swanky. I ninth challenge this week. Made ninth place in a challenge. It's one game win short of top 8. No. I got you. No. I get it. It's just that people right before Modern Horizons 2 was coming out, people were like, "Oh man, gonna have to find a new deck." I mean, Modern Horizons is just gonna nuke like every archetype. They're just all gonna be dead, all dead. I was like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of things that'll be just fine. Stoneforge Mystic gained market share, if anything. You just need to buy one card to update your deck. Which, if you haven't seen it, Brian, Kaldra Compleat is bonkers. Okay, well, they're on one card in hand. So here's my Teferi. Go ahead and plus it. Yeah, that's the one. It doesn't just look nuts. It is insane. Okay, I'm at 1. Nope. All right. Swiftspear plus Eidolon plus 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 damage. Yeah, did I take 0 damage from my lands this game? No, I fetch shocked. No, I just shocked. I shocked on 1. And then I had to play into the Eidolon. Yeah, just burn things. We don't have a sideboard for this because we're playing main deck Omnath. So I just need to draw it. Kaldra Compleat is fine because it's just a super fast clock. Ragavan's probably somewhat pointless. Yeah, Modern Horizons 2 has been super hype. I guess dashing Ragavan could be okay. Mox Amber, as long as there's no Eidolon, is fine. I don't really want Path. I don't really want Veil. I guess I could bring in Engineered Explosives, but it's not... Man, this just seems like a no sideboard matchup. Let's just go. We've got Batterskull and Omnath. We just need to draw out and do it. Not playing any Lightning Helix. Not playing any... No. I mean, it just seems like this is a matchup we have no sideboard for, and that's okay. I guess I could board in the Wilt to try to kill Eidolons, and I guess I could try to guess that they're going to bring in stuff like Roiling Vortex, maybe? The upshot of it is that if I have a Mox Amber in my hand, I want it out fast. We just want to play to the board as quickly as possible. This is not a great hand. God, that's really bad. Yeah, we're going to 5 here for sure. I can't keep this. They keep their 7. All right, we're just going to die to burn here. All right, well, keep this. Bottom Kaldra, bottom Prismatic Ending. Yeah. Play turn 1 Hierarch, dash Ragavan on 2. Seems okay. Yeah, it's not the worst 5, but it's real bad. It's pretty abysmal. The dream is they play a creature here, so Spear or... Yeah, Riftbolt is fine. So I go fetch Mountain, dash Ragavan, and hopefully find something good off their deck.
Yeah, I'm a monkey. Give this monkey what she wants.
Of course. Couldn't just be a burn spell. It had to be one that needs to target a creature and has no creature to target. Well, the treasure doesn't hurt. If we find an Omnath anytime soon enough, it'll be fine. They bolt my creature. Well, that's something. They know I have the Ragavan, so they're going to point a burn spell at it. That at least distracts from my Omnath. Like 100% sure I'm supposed to do this. I know they're down one Searing Blaze. Maybe they won't have a second one. Maybe they have no instant speed removal right now. It's possible. It's not likely, but sandbag the land. I don't know about that, Brian. I have a treasure. Jeez, really? All right. I have a treasure token, which means I can cast the Omnath next turn. So I want to fetch. Yeah, I want to fetch the Triome here, and then just cast Omnath and hope I draw the land. They don't know I have Omnath in my hand, so hopefully they cast. Yeah, they just cast out here, and then we need to rip the land here. But if we do, we're golden. Like I have 2 shots, and this is a 22 land deck, I think. Although we've already been through a good enough number. Yeah. I still think I'm supposed to just play Omnath here. Oh yeah, if Ragavan had connected, sure. But that wasn't on the table, right? You guys are on a little bit of delay, so. Not intentionally, it's just Twitch. I could go Bolt Wrenn and Six and just be 100% guaranteed. Actually seems okay. So I'm going to 11. They have the Bolt in Exile. I go to 8. And as long as I don't literally die, which is obviously possible. I mean, I think this is the way that we have the highest percentage chance of winning. I guess I could have held the land in case they kill my Wrenn and Six, but we'll see. I mean, it's not easy for them to have the right number of cards to kill me here, but it's fairly easy, especially with that. So now it's like any 2 spells. Yeah, any 2 spells, basically. Any 2 spells that they actually would register. If they put me to 1, they turn off the Misty, but Wrenn and Six can still pick up the Wooded Foothills. The fact that they're tanking makes me think that they don't have it. Skullcrack, okay. Any 1 mana spell. Okay. Yeah, probably. And the answer is no. No, they shouldn't have. They should not have Skullcracked where they did. So I've got this Misty Rainforest in play, so even if they tried to shoot that in... yeah, there. We would have been fine. I could fetch here, but I'd rather just fetch on their turn. I don't need to fetch in their upkeep. If they just, like, play nothing on their entire turn, I don't think I even fetch. So the best thing from them would be to, like, have a 1 or 2 mana removal spell that actually kills my Omnath and the Skullcrack to follow it up. I don't think they have it. I don't think there's any way they could do this. I could have fetched during the upkeep, and then I had a backup fetch in case they Skullcracked. Actually, I should have done that. Especially with Wrenn and Six in play. Yeah, I made a mistake. Small mistake. But having 2 fetch lands means 1 Skullcrack doesn't do it. Yeah, no. I mean, I think we're good too, Brian. But if I fetched during their upkeep and they had a Skullcrack, I could just gain 4 life in response. Yeah. All right. Going to game 3. Yeah, I didn't see anything there that makes me want to change what I have. This is just a rock in with the main deck kind of matchup. Prismatic Ending is fantastic. Oh, it's so good. Such a good card. That is something you'd wanna pick up if you start playing Stoneblade again, but it's not expensive. It's gonna be a couple bucks. Although I would get them around now is probably the best time. Yeah, I mean we've got an Omnath and a ramp spell that they have to kill. Plus I have a lightning bolt, so I think I'm bolting the Goblin Guide on one. Prismatic Ending on top. Pretty sure I'm still bolting the Goblin Guide. If I fetch shock a Stomping Grounds now, then I don't have to pay life next turn. Or I could fetch a mountain this turn, a forest next turn. I could fetch shock Sacred Foundry and Prismatic Ending. It's probably better to play the ending now because it's not an instant. Fetch a forest next turn for the Hierarch and have the bolt up. Yeah, I think so. I'm waffling a little bit, but I think that's correct. And as I mentioned earlier, it's not always the case that you want to do this, but I just want to jam out this Mox in case they have a turn 2 Eidolon. I don't want it getting locked away with a 2 damage tax on it. Rift Bolt. Okay. Fetch Forest. Play Wrenn and Six. Play Bolt. Seems okay. And then we've got Omnath next turn. Basically guaranteed. Okay. So we are make a Wrenn and Six. Pick up the land. Make a bolt. And I've got a Misty Rainforest in my graveyard to get me an island. I can't also get the land into play, so this was the co-host of the Serum Visions podcast, Jiggy Wiggy's list. It's very similar to a list I was playing like season before last, which was like Omnath, Stoneblade. Boros Charm, my Wrenn and Six. That's legit. Yeah. All right. Well, it's fine. In terms of when I could get my first life gain trigger, this actually doesn't change the speed. Yeah, it's definitely sweet. Jiggy likes to build very, very greedy decks, Brian, so it is certainly that. So I can fetch a mountain to play the Omnath. Yes, yeah. He made changes? Nassif made changes to a deck list from my podcast co-hosts? Oh, I never. No, that's awesome. I should look into what he did. Yeah, the one of the challenges this weekend, Brian, was won by Jeskai Monkey Blade. 3 Mox in, Draneth and Lavinia in sideboard, some other stuff. Okay, that makes sense. All that makes sense. Okay, so lost the Noble. Maybe just playing tapped Stomping Grounds, putting Jegantha in my hand. So they get to draw a card here. They have 1 card in hand. So with 3 cards next turn and 3 mana, they need them all to be Lightning Bolt. So we just go, tap land, grab Jegantha, stay at 10, and I don't think they can possibly win. They have to have Skullcrack. But they might see me with 5 mana coming in a second. And Boros Charm. Okay. But that means they didn't sack their Sunbed King in. Oh, but they could have Double Bolt here. No! No! Oh, come on! Oh. Fuck. Oh. I mean, they wasted a Boros Charm on my Wrenn and Six earlier. I think they could have killed me faster. Although they shut down my Mox Amber for a turn, so maybe not. I don't know. That was brutal. I mean, that's just what happens when your sideboard has 0 cards for burn. Sometimes you're gonna get burned. Yeah, it's fine. What I did to them in game 2 was equally savage, just in the other direction, and then they got game 1 because I was in the dark and I didn't know what I was up against, and my hand was not good. We won with a 5 in game 2, so that proves the matchup is very winnable, right? We're just one mana away, basically. One stumble away in game 2 there, or game 3 there. I don't feel badly about the way I played that. I didn't math out for them having another Boros Charm, and they drew exactly a one mana 3 damage bolt, one mana 3 damage spell. Like, you can't be mad. Burn just doing burn things. Yep, exactly. You could build your deck differently, but then you're gonna give up points against other decks most likely. Alrighty. The only thing that's bothersome is these damn queue times. There we go. All right. On the play with my Ragavan deck. I love it. Ooh. Mana's no good here for the first time. Let's ship that. Mana much mo better here. Keep this bottom of Teferi. So probably playing Stoneforge on 2, but we'll see what we're up against. Okay. And the reason you do that is because Stoneforge Mystic actually has Summoning Sickness, whereas Wrenn and Six does not. I don't know what I'm up against with this opening. Could be a lot of stuff. Basic Plains doesn't tell you a ton, though. Stoneforge. Kaldra Compleat. I got a backup Stoneforge, so even if they kill this, I'm not worried. And then this turn, we actually get to go Wrenn and Six, pick up a land, play a land, Mox Amber, and put the Kaldra out. So we're cooking with propane over here. They've got Kaldra Compleat. Well, 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 opponent. Looks like you came here to party. Okay, I need white. Temple Garden or Sacred Foundry? Sacred Foundry, I think. Oh, I can't get Sacred Foundry with Misty Rainforest. Blue-white? Blue-white's fine. Woohoo! Smash! And then we've got Teferi to bounce their Kaldra token, the Batterskull, the germ. The Phyrexian germ. Let the germination become complete. Alternatively, I could just play like Stoneforge, grab sort of War and Peace. No, I can't. Well, we'll see if we draw land. Having the double white here is not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, but if I grab the sword, I can't equip it. So yeah, no, we're just gonna play Teferi and bounce their token anyway, which was good to be objectively the correct line. Oh, they're really waffling over there. They don't know what they're doing. Aether Vial, huh? All right, seems fine. Oh, they're gonna block. Huh. Yeah, I didn't count on that. Okay. We just played Teferi post-combat then, though. Oh, no, they're not. Okay, they are going to attack down my Wrenn and Six. I think that's probably correct. Oh, no. Wow, they did that the worst possible way. I will take it. Well, this just doesn't seem fair. This is like kicking a puppy. Yes, we get to do everything, Brian. So I'll win the game. And then tap this for red. Play this. Tap this for red. Dash this.
Yeah, I'm a monkey. Give this monkey what she wants.
Opponent concedes. Really? You don't want to play anymore? I didn't even get to see something off their deck. All right, hold on a second. I'm grabbing some more water. All right. So we were against mono white. Taxes looks like. Definitely want explosives. Can cut an amber. When it says, guess this white deck is unplayable. No. Probably want some copies of Wilt. This should be pretty grindy, so I'll cut 2 Mox Ambers. I mean, I know they seemed really good there, but... Let's cut an Omnath. So it's just a touch expensive here if they start hammering me. Maybe just go all Mox Ambers out, especially on the draw. Feels right. I don't know if it's right. Opponent said, I guess this white deck is unplayable, lol. I said, no, not at all, or it shouldn't be. And they said, well, it seems like a blank version of your deck is all I'm saying. No, it's simply less greedy. Less greedy isn't always bad. Oh yeah, that's a keep. So we're going to get Sacred Foundry, Ragavan, then turn 2 Wrenn and Six, hopefully. We also have Bolt to clear Stoneforge, so we're good to go. Opponent keeps their 7. I will keep my 7. We definitely want to get our fetch out early, just in Mischief Factory. Okay. That's a card. Ooh. Okay, then. So we'll go attack without doing anything else. If they have a 1-drop, we have Bolt. If it's Esper Sentinel, I'll let them draw the card, I guess. Okay. Giver? Yeah. Opponent gone. Done. Here, Night Brian. Sometimes that's all it takes. The monkey is completely obnoxious, the way it pulls you ahead in a game. If your opponent doesn't have turn 1 removal for the monkey, it's ridiculous. Sorry, I see that he posted that now. Opponents getting to play your cards is not fun. Agreed. It's also very tilting in that it's just like, not only are they playing your cards, but they're playing like totally random cards, and like, so the delta on the power of monkey is just not okay, right? Like, sometimes they flip a Mishra's Bauble on their second attack, and that's insane. Sometimes they flip a Lightning Bolt or a Dragon's Rage Channeler. Like, it's just like, some of these flips are just nuts. Sounds like it's worth the $70 card in Paper Magic. I can't afford that. Lol. That's okay. It's not the only playable deck. It does suck to be like priced out of a deck that you would otherwise enjoy playing, but that is Magic. I'm not going to be buying these in paper, but I can play them online for next to nothing, and I can play them a lot more, right? So, you know, you decide your own. If it ever came down to it and I needed to buy them for a competitive event, I could liquidate some of my Magic Online money and buy them if I really wanted to. So, you know, you just have to You have to prioritize. Okay, let's grab Stomping Grounds here. Jiggy played OP. It's pretty damn good. Uh-oh. Oh. Snow-covered forest, E. What do you got, nerd? Plains. Okay. Enchantress? Ah. So I cannot use my Teferi this turn. I also won't be able to fetch without paying 2. I can play Stoneforge. I don't have to do anything about that. Just some commons, Brian. Commons and uncommons. I wasn't sure about what I thought was going to be really good or any of that nonsense, so I didn't buy in like crazy early on anything and play that game. Ooh, Bruce by the Magic Guy with a party of 31. What's going on, friends? We're just playing some Jiggy Blade here and trying to figure out my turn 2 against Suppression Field deck that is also playing fetches. Jeff would be ashamed. But nevertheless, it is going to be pretty effective against us. Like, I can play Teferi into Mox Amber here. That's pretty good, even if they have 1 land destruction spell. Yeah, I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Maybe just play out the Mox Amber just in case they have some other kind of taxing effect. And then I have 4 mana next turn, so we'll just see. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I wish I'd done, right, Boomer? But like, you can't predict stuff like that. I mean, you can if you're, insightful. I was not. Bounce the Suppression Field, which cost me 2 mana. Play Stoneforge. Fetch Bolt. Yeah, okay. So kill that. Play this. Fetch white. Fetch non-basics wherever possible. I'm not super concerned about my life total, and they... Okay. That's cool, Eagle Scopes. I was not the one who picked it. Jiggy Wiggy did, and I probably wouldn't have. But yeah, it certainly seems to be quite reasonable. The fact that I can never get it in against Burn was tough. But did we win? Yeah, I think they got land stalled. Okay, so Enchantress stuff. But we have to be super wary of Suppression Field because this deck plays a lot of fetches. Mox Amber's probably fine, but a lot of the higher cost stuff probably needs to go here. Yeah, this list is very, very strong. Jiggy's a nutball master deck builder of just like super greedy value piles. Maybe I can cut a Mox Amber because I don't want to flood on them. Gosh, this is tricky. Teferi was great. Remember Wrenn and Six? Just trim on a Wrenn and Six. And like a Noble. I'm playing 61 cards, right? 60 cards? Is it a... It's not a Jiggy deck. I didn't change the number of cards in the list, though. Well, maybe I want the Hierarchs, though. Oh, Bolt is probably actually not that important. If I'm bringing in all this removal, Bolt is probably not that important. I can keep some. Then again, they're probably going to have Shroud a lot of the time. Yeah. All right. All right, I talked myself into this setup. just have to be very aware. Urian Academy Manufactor list. Yeah, he and I worked on that one together. I gave him the inspiration that got him to the point where he hit the 5-0 list. Because I was like, dude, manufactor. And he was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude, manufactor. Get on it. Yeah, he's the man. But we make a pretty okay team. So, Sacred Foundry, Prismatic Ending, and I know I'm playing like a 22 land deck. The only thing I'm worried about is not drawing green here, and we're kind of on a mull to 6 anyway. I think I would like to keep this though, just because Prismatic Ending to get me out of the danger zone seems very good. And then Teferi as a follow-up. Yeah, this seems fine. We just need to draw a couple lands, and we should be okay. Ah, my tinnitus. It really is bad today. I was woken up by construction again. Blech. Damn building beautification. Why? I want to ending that. I will now ending that. Now that I have a plan for turn 2. Proactive mana usage. Go! Don't suppress me. Good. Gee. Well. Sword of War and Peace. Good. Your completion is at hand, opponent. Oh. No, we just start completing them now. Hello! Boosh. Now, they do have plenty of outs for this. They have Thin Ice, or they should. Abundant Growth, draw 2. Okay. Okay. Very good. Great timing, Misty. Alright, well, nothing for it. Attack! Smash! Veil this, nerd. Pew! I don't think they're playing Veils, but... Let's see. Oh my. Yipes! So I don't have green mana yet, so I really need it. Green red is probably green white. Yeah, green white. We're okay here for now. I think I need to play Teferi this turn, unfortunately. Even though I'd love to play Wrenn and Six, it's just a little bit too late. I have to play Teferi, bounce the sigil, swing. This can blow up any number of angels. So let's see if they hit. They do. All right, so they found mana, but do they have a 1-mana enchantment? They don't play that many of them. Goes to combat. Text for 2 on Teferi. That's fine. Oh, you fool. Suppression field? Or solitary confinement. But they need the shroud too. Of course they have it. Alright. Well, that's a pain. I have EE for 2, but I don't need it right now. Although I probably need the EE for 0 on there. Goodness gracious. This is going to be a problem. Oh, I have Teferi. So EE for 2 kills the Grow. Wow. Yeah, this is going to be a whole thing. So I can put the sword in this turn. We'll see where we end up. Not that I need the sword, but... well, all right. Let's see where we end up. It's going to be a tricky one. So explosives on 3 wipes out confinement and presence. Yeah. And if I can get my germ big enough... wait, that doesn't matter. Kaldra is indestructible. Good. Kaldra doesn't care. Put in the sword here. They can Seal of Cleansing it if they want to. Can play Omnath into Fetchland this turn. Now, Omnath into Fetchland. All right. So I need to get rid of the Solitary. So we could EE on 2 first. Then, and that kills the Destiny Spinner. Then Teferi bounce the Solitary Confinement. They're at 3. I have 5 power. I ticked up my Wrenn and Six. So I have 9 mana. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 for Engineer Explosives. So if they screw up and don't kill my sword with their Seal of Cleansing, I could win now. Oh, wait, hold on. They're at 3. My germ is 5. The Hierarch, no, the Hierarch doesn't add enough. It's close. Oh, but I only have the 9 mana if I play the Omnath first. So that doesn't work. Well, shoot. I think I might have to just play Omnath this turn. Omnath, EE on 3, pop the EE, doesn't get me anywhere. Yeah, no. I can't do it all in one go. I can go Omnath, Teferi, bounce Angel, which is not much, but I feel like it sets me up for something. Plus, play Noble Hierarch. Yeah, all right. It's not much, but it's honest work. So I get all the mana I need, so let's just get a tapped something. Sure, Triome. Okay. Play Hierarch. Play Teferi. Don't have enough mana to kill me. Plus the Germ exiles a land if they attack with 1. That should seal the deal here. Okay. We should crack out of this next turn. So assuming their turn here doesn't literally kill me, we'll be okay. Engineer Explosives doing big work. Satyr Enchanter. That is not a card you should be playing. This is definitely not a card they should be playing. No, that's bad. That's very bad. So this turn we go 2 mana, Exile Grove. Or do I still want to EE on 2? All right. So if I E on 2, I get rid of Destiny Spinner. That doesn't help me. EE the 3s. They have 6 toughness to block with. And just kill them? Is that right? It seems right. All right. I believe that's where I'm at. Get it untapped. So, mana. So, plus Teferi because he's about to die. I don't have... My other 3 is sort of War and Peace, but that's fine because they could disenchant it anyway if they wanted to. EE on 3. Goodbye, opponent. You are doomed. Ha 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 ha. Folks, you can see the exact second where their heart broke in half. So I think I play the second Teferi, bounce the Angel, and then they're just like super hyper mega dead. Which is probably unnecessary, but like, I don't know. Kind of into it. Time to speed things up. Not bad. Not bad. Enchantress thinks it's so high and mighty. Oh, I've got solitary confinement. You do speed things up because he lets you play sorceries at instant speed caustic. So his plus does speed things up, and his minus does slow your opponent down with the tempo play. So that is somewhat accurate. He's not blowing smoke, caustic. Cypher is my opponent? Sweet. Yes, hello, I would like to pick my companion. It's elk time, baby. Ooh. Sketchy keep. Let's go. Stomping Ground. Noble Hierarch. This is a very removal heavy meta. This could be a huge mistake. Huge. What kind of opponent are you? You are the kind of opponent who never casts a removal spell in your life. Oh. Oh, what? Oh, but they still have the Soul Guide Lantern. Well, I'll still have 3 mana next turn no matter what. And I guess they'll have to sack it instead of getting any value. So that's not so bad. What the hell am I up against? Some kind of Urza Saga deck is my guess. Can I have this one? Okay. Do I want to play this Mox Amber? Why not? I don't know what they're up to, but all right. See, Lavinia's in my future. Don't ask me why. I think this is the blue-white Urza nonsense deck. Do I want it to ferry their map? Kind of. Oh, we go... Okay, well... No way in the world I don't do this right here. Sorry. White, blue, green. Red. Turn 3 seems good. Oh. Fair enough. Fair enough. You got me. Wasn't ready for that one. Yeah, it's gonna be some kind of Urza Saga deck. Probably with Hex Parasite. Mm-hmm. We got. I mean, a little bit. I'm not upset about it. Still get to bounce their map. And, like, I have a Wrenn and Six that's almost ready to pop. So. And a backup Wrenn and Six that basically makes it into a game win. Their board is really pretty pathetic compared to ours right now. Oh, and by that I meant...
When Hockey heard you the first time. Lady, no.
It's back.
I'm calling dog.
Okay. Okay, so if they have a cranial plating next turn, we could be in a lot of trouble fairly quickly. I think. Let's do this. Do this. If they have another rebuke, I get God again. God. Do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Well. Got 4 cards in hand. They just drew 2 off the Thought Monitor. Oh, but they have the Aether Spellbomb, so basically no creature I play could be particularly relevant. So play Jegantha. If this gets countered, I care less than if Batterskull gets countered. And then we could play Hierarch and attack for 2. Oh, alright. Well. Oh, I have its Teferi. Oops. They couldn't counter anything there. Draws a card with Soul Guide that turn. Really? Just attacking for 2. It's going to poke my Wrenn and Six. I actually don't have access to any instant and sorcery right now, so this really doesn't bother me. Emre, Lurker of the Loch. Yeah, there's the Esper Sentinels. Or just one. Springleaf. They have 3 mana. Esper Sentinel. Well, their grind plan is very real. Yipes! Well, I've got a plan here. It's not much of a plan, but I've got one. They could spellbomb their Emery. I probably would if I were them. Fair enough. But that means the spellbomb isn't there to stop my Jegantha, which is not great for their life total. Swing for 7. Although I guess they're at 18 already, or so far, so our more aggressive lines have really not come together. They do jump block. Good. Can't do anything with the Batterskull right now. That's fine. All right. Let's go fetch at the end of their turn. All right. Yeah, not surprising. Their deck full of 1 toughness creatures wants my Wrenn and Six dead. Fair. Ooh. Oh. Oh, the construct is huge. But I just get to bounce it, so. Lose my Teferi for it. Seems worth. Yep. Interesting that they tap the map and not the whatever. You do you, opponent. I'm not here to judge your life choices. That's not a great draw. Let's draw a Kaldra. Let's get this game locked up. Yeah, that's pretty close. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is really close. Okay. You put processors together for paper on Friday. Ooh. Processing. They have infinite spellbomb starting next turn. Gosh, that's not going to be fun. Wow, X-Whale with a raid. This is the umpteenth raid of the evening. Not that I'm complaining.
You can run, but you can't glide.
Kaldra Compleat. I think we attack with both. Forgo the Hierarch triggers. This is more damage and more things that they actually would want to chump block. Although their deck seems very sweet. We're going to have a hard time actually closing this game, I think. Need to rip a lot of bolts in one go. Prismatic Ending would also be helpful. If they ever find any equipment, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. Yep. It's exactly what I expected. 4 mana. New Urza. Yep. Man, Urza looks wrong to me now that I get to play with old border ones online. That's so weird. That's so weird. Well, we are in trouble. We are very much in trouble. Yeah, that doesn't help. I mean, Batterskull keeps me alive and in this game for sure. The fact that they're on 0 cards in hand is something of a saving grace, but not much of one. There's no point in playing this turn, is there? Does it make them do anything? No. So I go attack with this. They'll spellbomb it. But I gotta force the action. I mean, I can't just not. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. 10 mana. So play the monkey. Equip to the monkey, I guess. Should have a forest in my deck. I do. And or a mountain. Either one's fine. Because it means I can activate Stoneforge. But I could also just play this. Not thrilled about it, but I'll take it. Monkey with the Kaldra. The world's most powerful monkey. Alright, now they're mapping. I guess they can get Teleria West. Not Teleria West. Yeah, Urza Saga or Academy Ruins was the card I was thinking of. But they just play Saga. Doesn't do anything this turn, but it certainly will next turn. The bigger problem is this Emery. I gotta find something. The monkey's got a sword! You idiot! We've all got swords! That is the chief guard is veteran voice actor. Oh crap, he did Robotnik in the good Sonic show in the 90s. I can't remember what his name is. Got a really epic name too. I love that we're getting bullied by this 2/2 flyer. It's just like a 2/2 flyer. Oh no, 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 we didn't calculate for this at all. I don't have any answers for a 2/2 flyer. 2 power and toughness? That's just ridiculous. Omnath, Locus of Creation. I would like to find fetch land. Did I just get pathed? Or no, the Metalcraft one. Dispatch. Yep. Good top deck. Jeez. Also good top deck. All right. Let's go to combat. I've got 3 okay-ish attackers. Not really. I've got 2. I'm just attacking with the Germ token because I want to gain some life here. I'm going to sack the Spellbomb. I could bolt the Construct to get it out of here, but I need to kill the Emery. But I need to do it after they Spellbomb. So the reason I'm attacking here is to force the Spellbomb. Yeah, that's fine. Opponent likes to live dangerously. I also like to live dangerously. But now they don't have infinite bounces, which is a big deal. What are the... Oh, they're spinning Urza. Good luck, opponent. You gonna need it. Oh my god. What? Immediately spins into Emery. Woof. I mean, we've had good draws along the way too, so I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. I think I just want to reset Batterskull because I'm not able to equip it and Kaldra this turn. I guess equipping Batterskull to Jegantha would have been okay because we get a 9, but this is good too. This is 6, 7, 8. Shit. It's freaking Emery's, man. They've got double construct if they want it, which is not the end of the world, but oh wait, this is a 9. Okay, so they need both constructs if they don't want this to connect. Or no, they just make the second construct and the first one grows. Shit. Not good enough. Thought it was good enough. Not good enough. Okay. Yes, and. Do it. Do it. There you go. Yeah. Damn. Just enough. I exiled their dead token. Well, thank God for that. What a grindy game, good lord. So they get a second construct, plus they get to search for any one drop they want. And thanks for the follow there, Playmat Showdown. May have to take this into game 2. I don't think we're winning this one.
Thank you.
But I thought that before and we recovered, so damn. If they Pithing Needle Stoneforge. Yeah, it's still game 1. Okay, they Pithing Needle Kaldra. So how's the food fight? Not particularly good, Playmat Showdown. You can find the oops. You can find the list there that I played. It did not impress. So okay, this is a problem. We're in trouble very soon. So I don't even know what I can draw at this point. Teferi would be pretty good. But not really, because I need the Teferi like before and after combat. Just one flyer would make all the difference at this point. Second spell bomb. No. Oh. Oh. My creature deck. Just getting savaged. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can attack with that construct. You bet your bottom. Bet your bippy. It's just not the things like Goblin Bombardment and Mayhem Devil. There were matchups that seemed like they should have been good enough, and they weren't. The whole deck just seemed a little bit too slow. Bloodghast and fetch lands and bombardment. It was just the whole thing was just a little bit too fiddly. It felt like. I've mostly only played against food decks so far, and they the other ones I'd seen seemed better than that one. So I gain life on this turn, which is not too bad. Wrenn and Six is not particularly useful. Okay, we'll just go attack. Ragavan. The last sorted monkey attack. SORDID. Get in there, monkey. Oh. They found the line. They have another spell bomb too, so even if I had a prismatic ending or anything similar to that, we wouldn't be able to get through here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. I can play the monkey and reset the batter. Oh, I have 7. I can replay, or I can replay the monkey and reset Batterskull. Where's the shattering spree when you need it? In my sideboard, obviously. It's not. Our sideboard is not set up for this matchup, I think. Gosh darn it. Ragavan's pretty sorted, as is my quote. We've got Wilt. Engineered Explosives is obviously going to be quite good. I think Path to Exile, or sorry, Rest in Peace will also be okay. I'm not convinced about anything else, but just attacks with the Thought Monitor. Slow and steady wins the race, opponent, I guess. It's cool to see that the opponent's deck can work. I'm really excited for that. I want to try that deck out. It looks awesome. We haven't seen the Hex Parasite out of them yet, but they're probably playing. They're playing a second Thought Monitor. Shoot. God, that's disgusting. Ugh. Oh my God. Ugh. Oh. Just getting bodied by these flyers plus Emery. This opponent's deck is doing everything I want to be doing. So cool. God. I did not think this would be playable. It's funny how much it all comes back to that early turn within Metallic Rebuke on my Omnath. If it hadn't been for that, I think I would have just ran with this game so hard they could never have kept up. But just because of that. And then when the Urza spun into Emery immediately when they needed one. That was tough. So let's go hold priority, Stoneforge. Just in case they have another dispatch. I know how to magic. Okay. Get him. Come on now. I would like to gain 7 life, please. That's fine. Didn't bounce my creature. Works for me. I'm a 17, opponent. I don't know when you were planning on killing me. I guess the answer is eventually. Because at this point, I'm just fighting their clock, to be perfectly honest. Freed. I mean, that is a play they could eventually do. They could also be bouncing their Urza for more constructs if they wanted to. They're building up spell bombs. The strategic spell bomb stockpile. Oh, they could have done. Dude, they should have just bounced my germ token if they were going to do that. mean, I guess they could have blocked with the Thought Monitor and blocked the Thought Monitor, but I think they want to use all the Thought Monitors right now for attacking. Like, I don't... Yeah. They have to eventually win this game, right? Like, but I don't know why they're not being more aggressive. Deck them out. That's the plan. Come on. Come on. Hey! It actually happened. Huh. I don't know what to say. Bye, Stoneforge. Bye. Jeez. Okay. Well. Can I gain my life? Four of a kind means you win, right? I think that's the best poker hand there is, yeah. Oops, that's not what I want. Or is it? Does it really matter? I mean, I don't think it really matters, but I'm just going to bounce and replay my Batterskull. I don't think it matters. I should be dead no matter what. Well, they have 2 spell bombs and 3 constructs. No, I'm not dead. Specifically because they kept just letting me gain all this life. Like, none of these have trample. And apparently they're not playing a Shadow Spear. Unless they are. And they finally fetch it here. I think most Urza Saga decks, if any kind of mid-range plan could possibly potentially be your game plan, you should definitely play 1 Shadow Spear. Although, well, especially this deck can, like, probably get away with it no problem. Seems like it could be relevant a lot for them. Yep. No, just no spell bomb usage so far. They should do it now. There we go. Just the 1? Sure. Yeah, exactly. It's shores of aggro matchups with the life gain. And Bogles. Not really. You don't need that. You just beat Bogles. Or die to it. It's just a super aggressive deck that'll sometimes just get you. Yes, yes, yes. Burn your clock with your pathetic considerations. I'd like to bounce your Emery. Would you like to bounce your Emery in response? Nope. Good thing I couldn't draw anything useful. Our win con is them milling. Currently my win con is their clock more than anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4. They got a 5th construct. I'm dead this turn. Yeah. 5 18/18s. Fails to find an artifact card with mana cost 0 or 1. They're tapped out. Soon to be married late. Yeah. I kind of love my opponent's deck very, very much. It's awesome. I definitely in love here. Oh, I'm gonna have to buy Urza's Sagas in paper. Woof. You have 2 so far? Nice. So explosives in, wilt in, rest in peace in? Yeah, rest in peace in. So I'll board out 2 Wrenn and Six, keep 2 rest in peace. That seems like an okay split. Play 2 Mox Ambers. Sword is bad here. They've got a million blockers, and most of them are blue or colorless. Teferi, go down 1. Three Stoneforges with only 2 equipment. The Stoneforges are so good. Well, I guess if I draw equipment, yeah. It's probably smart. Cut 1 more Mox, just go all the way down to 1. This is probably going to be a matchup that goes into the mid to late game, so. I would like to win early, but I don't know that I can. Like, rest in peace is kind of like, it could be really, really good or completely useless. It just depends on the way the game plays out. Could actually end up hurting me more than it hurts them, but whatever. We'll see. Vandal Blast or Shattering Speed? Which one's Vandal Blast? I can't remember. Okay, keep this. Let's go. We have the Wrenn and Six rip combo. I don't need to play the Rest in Peace like on the first couple of turns, right? That's not necessary at all. So I'm not going to. Oh! What is it naming? Fuck! I don't want to EE on 1 anytime soon. I guess I just jam the Rest in Peace, attack for 1, and then play Omnath next turn. Yeah. Never admit your failure. Sure, you don't want to EE on 1? And I don't want to. I don't want to do it yet, because I don't want them to know that I have it. And it can be insane in this matchup. Perfect. That's perfect. Land? Wilt. Even better. Not so much. Well, kind of. It's fine. So, white, blue, red, green. Probably get more red. Get more red. Well, I don't need to shock. My life total may become relevant. Whites, blue, green, red. Omnath. Well, that could be good. If I hit a fetch land and they don't have a thing, white spell. Okay, that's not an artifact. That is. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Wait, no, they only have 2 artifacts. No, they have 3. They have the Razor Tide Bridge. Stone Rain them? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Stone Raining them seems pretty good. Attack for 5. Attack for 5, Stone Rain, grab Jegantha. Seems fine. If I ever hit a fetch land, we just go crazy. So if they use the map, and they didn't, yeah, their affinity count gets really low. 3 mana. They conceded. That seems fair. I think they're just saving time for game 3, which is probably very smart. Ah, and I never had to show them that they nailed that needle. That's the most important thing. I don't want them to know. All right. I think I'm happy with my sideboarding. Yeah. I could want more Mox Ambers on the draw, but I think this is probably okay. I would like to have a lightning bolt for the Emery and a prismatic ending for other things. Twitch chat does love a good Stone Rain. It's never wrong to Stone Rain your opponent. Remember that, people. Never don't Stone Rain. NBNSR. Never be not Stone Raining. Oh, yeah. Yep. This hand is busto. Opponent mulls 6. Not me. Not me. So many Urza Sagas around. Is that new sinkhole worthwhile? I don't think so, no. I've never seen anyone register it. Not one person. Holy crap. My deck wants to win this game. So, from what I've seen of their deck, I feel like I'm safe to just jam out the Ragavan here. But I don't... And I guess I'm not costing myself anything for turn 2. Like, what could they have? Not much. And we have Noble Hierarch and or Wilt to clear the way next turn. Noble Hierarch doesn't clear the way, but it does make my Ragavan into a 3-2. Which is pretty appealing. If I get this with this land, then if I don't need to play a Wilt next turn, I get to get the Raugrin Triome, which has all my colors covered. Okay, what do they have? Citadel, okay. Artifact count is not impressive. I think I'm not playing the Hierarch because I want to play the Stoneforge, especially if they end up having removal.
Yeah, I'm a monkey. Give this monkey what she wants.
Oh, I just get everything, huh? Oh! Hog. Oh, that was disgusting. Oh my god. Ugh. Vomit. Oh my god, that's so not okay. So not okay. Holy shit. How you feeling, opponent? You feeling good? I know I am. I am disgusted. What are you doing over there? What? What? I haven't done anything to stop you. Two mana Emery. Okay. All right. All right, if they have spell bomb like right away, we could end up getting destroyed here. Did you just see what you thought you saw? I don't know. Cursed Darksteel for being indestructible? What do you mean? Oh, like I could wilt it and then they'd lose the Glimmer Void? I mean, so is the other artifact land, so it's not really... It's really neither here nor there. Into Urza? Yeah, pretty good. Not good enough, but pretty good. Land, please. I mean... Stone Rain. Yeah, the turn was disgusting. But, like, we can still lose this. But I am putting them on a pretty good clock. This Lightning Bolt might end up being relevant, but we'll see. I mean, not finding any lands is going to be problematic very soon. But they really have to deal with this germ. They gotta find something. Fire at will. I mean, we'll see. I don't know what Will did to deserve it, but... they have Thought Monitor in their hand, right? 1, 2, 3 artifacts, so it costs 4 right now. Yep. Okay. Oh. What? Ludicrous. Ludicrous draw. God damn it. Oh. The monkey was so good, but we just couldn't draw any lands to help him out. Gosh. Oh. And having my red-green land tied together is going to be the death of me. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Looks like we're toast here. I mean, not... Obviously, we're not dead, but this is bad. I think I'm going to have to play Hierarch and cycle a Wilt this turn, which is, like, really gross. It sucks. God damn it. If I find a fetch land, we could turn this around pretty quickly. We'll see. But it just depends on what their hand is. They just drew 2 more cards. They've got a good board presence off just the Urza. Not attacking with it. Alright. Fair enough. Okay. They can still have Metallic Rebuke here if they do next to dead. Batterskull kind of helps. Batterskull and Wilt could get us here. Okay, okay. Don't rush, Zach. Maybe playing the land was wrong. Just because I've got Omnath next turn. I say next turn, but like... I think my plan is to put in Batterskull on blocks. See what happens. If they don't make the construct any bigger... What is happening? Were they going to spin Urza at end of turn? Yeah, they were, but they're not. They're mostly permanent based, it looks like, so not a good idea. The Batterskull. I would like to block. Okay. So damage resolves. Bolt the Thought Monitor. If they have a counter, I wilt the Thought Monitor. Oh. If they get another artifact, they didn't though. Mm-hmm. No, can't do that. But I'll show you what I can do, opponent. Yeah. Shoot. I got a bunch of good options here. I can either equip Batterskull, crack in for 6, play Omnath, try to rip a fetch land. If I miss the fetch land, I don't get to do anything. Or remove Urza, attack for 2, and next turn equip attack for 6. Okay, that's the plan. That's the plan. No. Remove Urza, attack for 2, puts them to 6, and then we have lethal the next turn. So they're on the 1 outer. The last card in their hand is not removal. It's not a counterspell. Could be another Urza. Another Urza. It's okay. We put enough pressure on them here. They could spin. Oh, that wasn't the last card. Well, it might have been the last card in their hand. We'll never know. Because they also played, what, a land? An island. Yeah. They're going to spin? You're crazy. If I draw a fetch... Oh my god, they drew Upheaval. How crazy are you? They're not going to cast it. I would win. They have 0 mana right now. I would definitely win. Yeah. That's pretty crazy, though. That was a good spin. Okay, Omnath doesn't help me here. Equip Batterskull, they must chump block with Urza. And I can't equip Kaldra. Not quite. I'll hold it for next turn. Because this gains Vigilance and Lifelink. Alright. Block me. Bye, Urza. I can't believe they went for the spin. I guess they felt like they needed to. Alright. Alright. Darksteel Citadel. No bluffs from them. That's game, right? No. Maybe. Yeah, that's the best way to tap. If I draw a Prismatic Ending, I win. That doesn't do it. 5, 6. That doesn't do it. How have the games gone tonight? The first league was not great. We were playing the food fight deck, which was fine. It's a fine deck, but it's not super powerful. Jiggy's deck here has been amazing. We're about to be 4-1. I don't think they have any outs. Yeah, got him. Whew! What a match. What a match. Sick deck from the opponent. I really want to play that. God, that was so cool. I don't know about the chromatic or the Seachrome coasts, but the rest of their deck seemed phenomenal. I guess the Seachrome coasts are to pad their life total. They're already playing a bunch of tap lands. So yeah. Jiggy's ultimate greed pile Monkey Blade. The only match we lost was against Burn, where they had the absolute nut to win the game 3. I think that's accurate. So yeah, this deck is gross. Very, very, very good. I think the sideboard could be massaged a bit. That said, I mean, Veil of Summer is obviously a good card. Engineered Explosives is ludicrous in this metagame. And then the 2-2 split of Path to Exile and Rest in Peace is kind of waffly to me. I don't know how many matchups you really want more removal than what you have. I guess the Path to Exiles are good for Titans, where Lightning Bolts and Prismatic Endings are not. Generally, this deck probably gets eaten alive by Titan, if I had to guess. And I'm not sure how you could fix that. Like, maybe Aether Gust could do it. So if, like, you have, like, Ragavan into a game where you have, like, Aether Gust up, maybe that's okay. Prismatic Ending is good against the amulets. And it's okay against Dryads and Azusa. So, yeah, wow. What a powerhouse. I mean, Kaldra Compleat was insane. Sword of War and Peace I didn't actually connect with ever. And I didn't have a chance to get it against Burn because getting Batterskull was, like, fine. More than fine. one of the things that this deck is very light on creatures. 16 creatures in your Blade deck. That's very light. And none of them have flying, and none of them have flash. I might consider Maul of the Skyclaves instead of the Sword of War and Peace. It's a real card. First of all, it's got the snap on ability where you just like play Stoneforge, get it for 3 mana, and it snaps on to some creature, gives it flying. Especially with Ragavan, could end up being really good. So I'm not normally a big fan of that card, but I think it would fit fine here. Sort of Feast and Famine. I mean, I like that in the other Omnath Blade deck I was playing, but that deck had like Mana Leaks and Ice Fang Kodos. So I don't think Sword of Feast and Famine or Sword of Fire and Ice would be as good in this deck as Maul of the Skyclaves would probably be. I think. Especially with Kaldra too, not flying. Like, but like when you can get the Maul, like Kaldra is like an abyss that they have to like try to keep blocking, and then you just like Maul and go in for 7. That's kind of nuts, right? So that's a change I would be interested in. I know Jiggy said the sword was good. I believe that he believes that. I think the pro white is probably better against removal than it's ever been. But the fact that Prismatic Ending is just going to remove the sword itself is like less than thrilling. So it's okay against like Thin Ice and Path to Exile, but it's just really hard to know where the meta's at. I think that's probably part of the reason why I just think Maul is fantastic. Is like you just it just there's a lot of decks in the format where they're like, wait, a flyer? Crap. I wasn't ready for a flyer. And then yeah, Flying Monkey sounds good. Flying Monkey sounds like hot fire. Yeah, so yeah, Jiggy's 4-color monkey blade. That was fantastic. Gabe Nassif tweaked this deck, so if you're interested in a different look on this list, you can see his stream where he 5-0'd with that. The only thing I lost to is Burn, and I don't think I would have tweaked my sideboard for Burn, but you certainly could, or the main deck. You could play Lightning Helix in this deck with likely little issue. The downside being then your turn 1 removal goes down from 8 to 4, which means that if you're on the draw, there's a couple of matchups where that will be less than ideal. We just don't know where the format's at, so it's entirely possible that that's totally fine. I was playing Black-White Blade, my opponent veiled my removal on Emery, drew 2 cards, and went off. Died to me playing and flashing back later. Yeah, flyers are there's a whole bunch of decks in the format where they're like, wait, what? A 2/2 flyer? Like we got handled by the Thought Monitor just like beating down our Wrenn and Six. Like not really, but kind of. So yeah. Interesting game, interesting deck, interesting league. If you are in the future watching this on the YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and check out any of my other videos you are interested in. And for everyone who's live here, that is it for me for this evening. If you do have someone you think I should be rating right now, please let me know. See if my auto suggestions are anyone I like. Whoa! Thanks for that, Brian. Free money. Thank you, Jeff Bezos. Wait, no, that's an actual sub. It's not a Prime sub! Zan is doing a 24-hour stream. Yeah. He doesn't need my support, though. He's big enough on his own. Freak is playing Dak on Stoneblade, and is it Phoenix? Connor's playing Glimpse of Tomorrow. Squad Chief, Esmo. Oh, there, Zan. He doesn't say what he's playing right now. We'll make Connor. He's playing the Glimpse of Tomorrow deck. He probably needs some emotional support. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Connor, man, because he's a good guy. So he's playing a bonkers all in deck. So sort of Warp World nonsense with Emrakul's falling into play and all that. So all right. See you folks there. Bye, Brian. Holy shit.